So again, this is the unit number 3 in software engineering, coupling and cohesion. So far we have already explained about the what is the coupling and cohesion, and this is the one of the important contents in unit number 3 in software engineering. So whenever we are talking about the cohesion and coupling, so there is the involvement of the cohesion and coupling whenever we are considering the concept of the software design. So what is the cohesion? Cohesion, whenever we are going to design any software, then we divide our problem into number of modules so that we can manage all those modules easily. And at the end, we will integrate all those modules to get the final implementation of the software. So here the basic concept of the software design, and everything will depend on the design of the software so that we can decide the quality or we can maintain the quality of the software. So cohesion means that there are number of components inside the module. Okay, so the module consists of a number of components, and in each component it consists of a number of elements. Okay, so the how these components are interconnected or have the interdependability, we can say, if we will talk about the strength of various elements so that they are connected to each other. Okay, so this is called the cohesion. Okay, so here just we are using the concept of the strength, or we can say the bonding among the number of components inside a module. Okay, because whenever we are going to design any software, we divide into number of modules, and each module consists of number of components. Okay, then how these components are interconnected to each other. Okay, so that we can calculate the strength among the components. Okay, how they are uh, connected to each other, or how they are interdependent to each other. Okay, and then this is called the cohesion. So if the cohesion we can say is more, it means your software design is good. Okay, the quality is good. Okay, so it will depend on the strength of the cohesion. So how these components are interconnected to each other. And if the cohesion is more, it means coupling will be less. Okay, coupling means the concept of the interconnectivity among the various components, because we can connect all those components inside a module, or how the different modules are interconnected. So we calculate the level of the interconnectivity. Okay, so what uh, is the level of the various components, how they are connected, then this is called the concept of the coupling. Okay, so whenever we are calculating the level of the components, they are connected to each other, then it is called the coupling. Cohesion means interdependability of various components to each other. Okay, so in case of the cohesion, just we are going to calculate the strength of the different components, means power of different components. Okay, and in case of the coupling, just we are calculating the level of the components, means what is the level. Okay, so this is the difference between the cohesion and coupling. So it provides the interdependability. Cohesion provides the interdependability of various components inside a module, and coupling here, if the cohesion is more, then coupling will be less. Okay, so the level will be less to connect the various components or to connect various modules. So this is called the concept of the coupling and cohesion. And on the behalf of the cohesion and coupling, we can calculate the quality of the software design. Now there are various types of coupling. So one of the coupling is the control coupling. So what is the control coupling? Component passes control parameters to coupled components. So various types of cohesion we have already studied and discussed here. Now these are the types of various coupling. Okay, how we are going to calculate the level of the components, they are connected to each other. Then one of the type is called the control coupling. So here the component passes control parameters to coupled components. So here there are a number of components, they are connected to each other, okay, and passing the control to different parameters. So whenever we will write the program, then there is the involvement of various parameters. Okay, so we can here indicating that how the control is passing, okay, to different parameters. Now maybe either good or bad depending on situation. So we cannot say the level of the coupling is good or bad, but it will depend on the situation. What type of situation? When it will be called bad or good, then bad when component must be aware of internal structure and logic of another module. Okay, so here the component, there is the involvement of the components in a module, then various components must be aware of internal structure. So if the components are aware about the internal structure, okay, because components consist of various elements. Okay, so component must be aware of internal structure and logic of another module. So here there are number of modules, they have interconnectivity with each other, and component of one module, okay, they are aware by the internal structure and also the logic of another module, because just we are going to combine or to connect with the another module, then one of the component must be aware by the logic of another module, because all are interconnected. So then it is called the situation is bad. Okay, and good if parameters allow factoring and reuse of functionality. So if we can use the functions again and again, okay, then we can say here the coupling is good. Okay, so that we can reuse those functionalities. So it will depend on the number of parameters. So it is good if we can reuse the number of functions. If we cannot reuse, then it is called the bad situation. So it will depend on the type of situation. Okay, so this is called the control coupling. So what is the control coupling? Just it is passing the control to various parameters from each component level. Okay, because there are number of components, they are interconnected, so that we can calculate the level of various components. So this is called the control coupling if it is passing the control of parameters. Now example, just we can consider it is acceptable or not acceptable. Okay, so module P calls module Q and Q passes back flag that says it cannot be complete the task. Then Q is passing data. So if the task is incomplete, then it is called the acceptable. Okay, because here Q, P and Q, now you can see here, they are modules, and P are the calls to module Q, and Q passes back flag. Okay, then Q is passing data. So it is depending on the data of another component. Then it is called the acceptable. Otherwise, it is called the so not acceptable. Then module P calls module Q, and Q passes back flag that says it cannot complete. Okay, so if it is not complete, then it is not acceptable, and if it is complete or it is passing data, then it is acceptable. So this is called the control coupling. So it will depend on the control, how the control is passing. Now stamp coupling, another type of coupling, that is called the stamp. Here the component passes a data structure to another component. So here just we are passing the data structure to another component, because each module consists of a number of components, and each component have number of elements. Okay, and any software design, just the programmer is going to break into number of modules. So the criteria is what, just we are going to design any software, then we divide into number of modules, and each module is divided into number of components, and components consist of number of elements. Okay, so what is the stem coupling? Component passes a data structure to another component. So here component have data structure, stores the information about the each component, then it is called the data structure, and here it is passing a data structure to another component that does not have access to the entire structure. So if we want to access all the data, okay, of another component, here it is not possible. So if there are number of components, and if each component is not able to access the entire data or the entire structure, then it is called the stamp coupling. Okay, so in this case, required second component to know how to manipulate the data structure. So here dependability is more. Okay, because just we are requiring another component to know how to manipulate the data. Just we are taking the help of another component, because without that we cannot access the entire structure or the entire data. So just there is the involvement of the powers of another component, so that we can manipulate the data structures, or if there is a need to know about the implementation. Suppose just we are going to implement those, or we want to update that, then there is a need arise, or we can take the assistance of another component. Okay, so here there is a dependability on another component in case of the stamp coupling. Another point is maybe necessary due to efficiency factors. This is a choice made by insightful designer, not lazy programmer. So everything will depend on the programmer, okay, and on the efficiency factors. So it will also depend on the designer, okay. So this is one of the example here. Just we are going to consider customer billing system. So the print routine of the customer billing accept a customer data structure. So just we want to deal with the only customer data. Okay, customer data as an argument here passes it and prints the name. It is not passes but passes it and prints the name and address billing information. Okay, so just we are dealing with the customer data structure only. So here we can say just we are using the customer billing system, and it will depend on the entire data structure, because if we want to take the print, then first we will get the invoice, and the invoice will depend on the other components. So with the help of the other component, just we will collect the invoice, and after that we can get the print. Okay. So this is one of the examples used for the stem coupling. So customer billing system and customer billing system, how we are going to improve the print routine takes the customer name, address, and billing information as an argument. So if there is a shortage of any here number of more functions, then here we can add also the customer name. Okay. If there is a again lack of or no involvement of the address, then we can add also the address there. Okay. So this is called the complete billing information. Then if there is no existence of the customer name, then we can update that or improve those. So with the help of the other components, we can take the assistance of uh, the we can say the characteristics of other component, and then get the print for that. Now data coupling, here another example of the coupling. Two components are data coupled if there are homogeneous data items. So here the category is same. Okay, homogeneous means the same items, same category here. So two components are data coupled if there are homogeneous data items. Okay, so just here we are talking about the data items. Okay, data items means it is related to the data and they are interconnected to each other, means there is a data coupling. Okay, if we will talk and there are two components, they are connected to each other and both belongs to data items. Okay, here we are not talking about the uh, designing phase, or we can say the language phase. We are, whatever we are using the language here, or not related to the front end, but just we are talking about the back end. So back end will depend on what type of data we are using. So if the data items are homogeneous, then we can say the data coupling. Okay, so just here we are coupling the various components if they are interchanging the data. Now in this case, every argument is simple, okay, or data structure in which all elements are used. Here we can use all the elements. Good if it can be achieved. If we are able to achieve the result, then it is called the good. Easy to write context for this and modify component independently. So here we can easily modify the components independently. Here we are not depending on other components. Okay, so this is called the data coupling, because this idea we will use on the backend side. Now the key idea here we can use about the programming, what type of programming we can use this idea. So object oriented design tend to have low coupling. So whenever we will involve the object oriented design, means if we are using the object oriented programming, okay, whenever we will write the our programs or the software and we will use the object oriented programming, then the concept will called as the object oriented designs. Okay, object oriented design tend to have a low coupling. So in this case we can say that the level of the coupling is low. Okay, so where we can say the coupling of the level will be low here in case of the object oriented design. Okay, so whenever we will use the object oriented design, then we can say tend to have low coupling. Now we can say what is the here the cohesion. Now what is the cohesion here? Just the degree to which all elements of a component are directed towards a single task, and all elements directed towards that task are contained in a single component. So what is the cohesion? Cohesion, as I told you here, the interdependability, okay, interdependability of the components to each other. Okay, because a module consists of a number of components, and components may consist of number of elements, then how the components they are connected to each other, that how they have the interdependability to each other. Okay, so how much they are close to each other, so how they are connected, and closeness, just we are going to calculate the closeness, okay, among the components. Then this is called the concept of the cohesion. So here just we can talk about the internal glue with which component is constructed. So just here we can concentrate over the construction of the different components. All elements of components are directed towards and essential for performing the same task. So here the group is same. Okay. If there are different groups, then we can say that it may have more number of components. Okay, because each component have a consist of a number of elements. Okay, so all elements of components are directed towards and essential for performing the same task. So if the category is same, okay, then we can say the cohesion will be here more. Okay, so high is good. So if the cohesion is high, then we can say good. Means interdependability is more. Okay, and if we are checking the level of the various elements or the components or the strength of the connectivity to each other, means the label, then it is called the coupling, or in this case it is called the cohesion. So cohesion means interdependability of various components to each other. So if the interdependability is high, then we can say the software design will be good. Okay, then we are going to maintain good quality of the software. So the cohesion must be high, and high is called the good. Okay, now here we can understand the concept of the cohesion here. So in order from good to bad, okay, if we are approaching toward bad, okay, so at a starting initial level, just we are moving downwards, we are moving toward the bad, okay. So then informational, these are the various types of cohesion. Okay, how we are going to calculate the interdependability among the various components, then it is called the cohesion, and the types of cohesion are given here. You can uh, see here: informational cohesion, functional cohesion, communicational cohesion, procedural, temporal, logical, coincidental. So these are various types of cohesion. And then if we will calculate that what is good and bad, and what is the order of the to calculate the strength, and which one is called the good, then we can proceed toward to the bad side. Then informational cohesion, we can say it is called the good cohesion. Okay, it is providing the good cohesion. Here the strength is more in case of the informational cohesion. Okay, then it is going to reduce, the power is decreasing here whenever we are moving toward the coincidental cohesion. Okay, so informational, it is called the good cohesion, and then functional, communicational, and as we will reach toward the bottom side, that is called the coincidental, then it is called the bad cohesion. Okay, here the interdependability is less. Okay, so the strength of the signal, we can say, will be less, or we can say bad. Now this is called the range of cohesion. Okay, so we have already, I think, seen this diagram. Again, just I'm telling. So how they are divided. These are the various types of the cohesion, and how we are going to classify the range of the cohesion. Then these are the types: functional cohesion, informational, sequential, communicational, procedural, temporal, logical, coincidental. Then if we will approach from bottom to upside, if we will say, if we will approach, okay, then at the bottom side coincidental cohesion. So here the strength is low, and if we will move towards the upper side, that is the functional, here it has the high power strength, that is the high cohesion. Okay, so functional cohesion, it is called the good, means high cohesion. Okay, here the interdependability among the components will be more. Okay, so that is called the functional cohesion. Here the strength will be more. Now, coincidental cohesion. So these are called the parts of the components are only related by their location in source code. Okay, so each components have various parts. Okay, that acts as the elements. So the parts of the component are only related by their location. Okay, in source code. So here just we will search the location. Okay, of various elements because each component have various elements. Then this concept, if just we are concentrating towards the location in the source code, okay, of various components, then it is called the coincidental cohesion. So in this case, elements needed to achieve some functionality are scattered throughout the system. Okay, so if we will consider the concept as we have already seen, the strength will be less. Okay, coincidental means here the interdependability will be less among the components. Okay, they are not close to each other. Here, in this case, in case of the coincidental cohesion, the various components they are scattered. Okay, they have no interconnectivity to each other. Okay, various components are scattered in case of the coincidental. So we can call it as the strength will be very low in case of the coincidental. No interdependability to each other. Okay. So in this case we can call the functionality are scattered. Okay. Scattered means no interdependability. They are not connected to each other. Okay. Throughout the system because each system have various modules and each module have various components and each component have number of may consist of number of elements. Okay, then here coincidental cohesion, this is also called the accidental, and this is one of the worst form. Okay, worst form. Why? Because there is no interconnectivity, they are not connected to each other, the strength is very low. Okay, interdependability will be zero or very worst, very low, then it is called the coincidental cohesion.